I want you to look at this old tire. Most people see trash. They see a mosquito breeding ground. They see something that costs money to throw away. But I see a factory. I see a vertical growing system that can produce 50 pounds of onions in 2 square feet of space. I see a method that warms the soil faster than any raised bed, protects your crops from pests, and costs absolutely $0 to build. But there is a problem. For years, people have been doing this wrong. They've been throwing dirt straight into the rubber. And in 2026, we know better. We know about leaching. We know about off-gassing. So today, I am going to show you the safe lining protocol. I'm going to show you how to take this forbidden container and turn it into the safest, most productive onion tower in your garden. We are taking the old tire hack and giving it a professional modern upgrade. If you want to turn a corner of your driveway into a food supply chain, stick around. Welcome back to Easy Gardening for Seniors and Juniors. Let's get building. Before we cut a single inch of rubber, we need to address the elephant in the room. You have seen the comments. Tires are toxic. They leach chemicals. Here's the truth based on the latest research. Tires do break down over time. They contain zinc, heavy metals, and PAHs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Now, is it enough to hurt you? Maybe, maybe not. But why take the risk? The 2026 rule is simple. Isolation. We never let the soil touch the tire. We're going to use the tire for its structure, its warmth, its durability, its stackability, but we're going to use a liner for the safety. Think of the tire as the skeleton and the liner as the skin.
By lining the inside of our tire stack with food-grade plastic or heavy landscape fabric, we get all the benefits of the heat retention without any of the chemical leaching. This is how you do tire gardening like a professional, not an amateur. Step 1 is surgery. If you leave the tire as is, you have this lip, the rim that holds water. That is a disaster. It breeds mosquitoes and rots your onions. We need to open it up. Take a sharp knife or a jigsaw. Find the soft spot on the sidewall just above the tread. Puncture it and slice all the way around. You want to remove the entire top rim. Safety tip: dip your knife in soapy water. It cuts through rubber like butter. Now look at that. You have doubled your planting surface area. But we aren't done. Black tires get hot. In July, they can get to 150 degrees. That will cook your onion roots. So we paint them. Use a non-toxic, water-based exterior paint. White, light blue, yellow, anything that reflects the sun. This keeps the soil temperature in the Goldilocks zone, warm enough for growth but cool enough for survival. Onions have shallow roots, but they hate wet feet. If you just set this tire on the concrete, the water will pool at the bottom. We need flow. The drill hack. I take a 1/2-inch drill bit and I put holes every 4 inches along the bottom sidewall. Then I stack my second tire right on top of the first one. You can go 2 tires high for most seniors. It's the perfect height to weed without bending over. If you're feeling ambitious, go 3 high. Now the liner. Drape your landscape fabric inside the stack. Push it all the way to the edges. It should look like a giant fabric pot inside the tire skeleton. Fill the bottom with a layer of gravel or crushed brick. This ensures that even if it rains for a week, your onions won't drown. You cannot use dirt from the ground. It is too heavy. In a container, it turns into a brick. We need the lasagna mix. Part 1, the sponge. Cocoa coir or peat moss. This holds the moisture so you don't have to water every day. Part 2, the food. Aged compost or manure. Onions are heavy feeders. They need nitrogen. Part 3, the air. Perlite or rice husks. This is critical. Onions need to expand. If the soil is tight, the bulb stays small. And here is the secret ingredient for 2026, bone meal. Onions need phosphorus to make bulbs. Nitrogen makes green leaves, but phosphorus makes big, round onions. Mix 1 cup of bone meal into your soil before you fill the tires.
Fill the tires up to 2 inches from the top. Don't pack it down, keep it fluffy. You have 2 choices, seeds or sets. For beginners and seniors, use sets. They're practically fail-proof. But here is where people mess up. They plant them upside down. Look at the onion. One side is pointy, one side has a little flat plate, the root plate. Pointy side up, root side down. Spacing is everything. In a tire, we can use high-density planting. Start in the center. Plant 1 onion. Then move out 3 inches and plant a circle of onions. Then move out another 3 inches and plant another circle. You can fit 15 to 20 onions in a single tire stack. Push them in so just the very tip is poking out of the soil. Do not bury them deep. The bulb needs to form on top of the soil, not 10 feet under it. Fast forward 3 weeks. Your onions are waking up. They are hungry. If you starve them now, you get tiny onions. We need to feed them, but we aren't using chemical blue crystals. We are using the onion booster tea. Here's the recipe. 1 gallon of water, 2 tablespoons of fish emulsion for nitrogen, 1 tablespoon of kelp meal for stress relief. Mix it up. It smells terrible, but your onions will love it. Pour this right at the base of the plants every 2 weeks. Critical tip. Stop feeding them nitrogen when the bulb starts to swell. If you keep feeding them nitrogen in month 3, you will get giant green tops and tiny bulbs. Switch to just water. How do you know when they're done? Do you guess? Do you pull one out to check? No, the plant tells you. The necks of the onion will get soft, and one day the whole green top will just fall over. It looks like they died. They didn't die. They finished. When 50% of your tops have fallen over, stop watering completely. Let them sit in the dry soil for 1 more week. This cures the skin and helps them last longer in your pantry. This is why we use the tire method. Because the soil is loose, you don't even need a shovel. You just grab the base and pull. Look at that. Clean, massive, perfect. 1 tire stack gave us 20 pounds of onions. Cost of the tire? Free. Cost of the liner? Pennies. Gardening doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be backbreaking. You just need to be smarter than the system. We took a piece of trash, a tire, and we turned it into a food security asset. And by adding that liner, we made sure it's safe for our grandkids to eat. This is what easy gardening for seniors and juniors is all about. Passing down the old wisdom, but upgrading it with new knowledge. I want you to try this. Go find a tire, paint it, line it, and plant your legacy. If this video helped you, hit that like button so YouTube shows it to more gardeners.
I'm your favorite gardener. Keep your pantry full, and I'll see you in the next one.